Hi everyone, it's Chris Dale from Pin Payments here, and I have Dewey from our customer success team alongside me who will be driving today's demo. Thanks for taking the time to join us to learn more about how our recurring payments feature works. I'd just like to provide you with a brief introduction on why we built this feature, so you have some context of where this may sit alongside other recurring payments platforms you've come across before. Here at Pin Payments, we really strive to build product that's simple and flexible. So it means that it can be used by as many small businesses as possible. So when we started work on this recurring payments feature, we really wanted it to be uniquely different to the more advanced and costly recurring payments platforms that are on the market. Our solution is easy and free to use, and our hope is that it will encourage more small businesses to improve how they manage their payment collections and save themselves more time. Before Dewey gets started with the demo, I thought it'd be good to give you a brief overview of how two of our existing customers are using recurring payments. First is Wilson and Frenchie. They're a leading Australian baby clothing and bedding brand, and a part of their business is selling wholesale to baby stores, and they were spending a lot of time chasing payments from these stores, these regular buyers. So they've set up a recurring payments plan for each of their wholesale stores, which automates the collection and ensures they get paid on time every month. The second customer is Codasail, and they provide sailing group tours throughout Croatia, Turkey, and the Maldives. And because of the cost of one of their tours, represents a meaningful amount of money to most people, they allow their customers to pay in installments rather than one big lump sum. And so previously they were having to have someone on their team log into Pin Payments every time the installment was due and charge that customer's card. And that obviously took a bit of time. So now using recurring payments, they only need to set up the customer once on a plan, and then the series of installments are automatically charged to the customer's card at the correct times. And this has obviously helped them claw back heaps of hours of work each month, manage their payment collections. So there's obviously lots of other use cases for this feature, and we're happy to talk about it after the webcast. But for now, I'll hand over to Dewey, who will step you through the feature.
Hi everyone, just a few housekeeping items. For any questions, please use the Q&A panel. We'll be answering your questions at the end of the demo, and we'll also be recording this webcast as well. So we'll be sharing this afterwards via email. So hi there, my name is Dewey. I'm from the Pin Payments team, and in this webinar, I'll be providing you with an overview of the recurring payment feature. So whether you're providing a subscription-based service or just needing to charge a customer on a regular basis, our recurring feature will allow you to set a plan and automatically charge your customers on an ongoing basis. Now, the first step in setting up a recurring payment is to create a plan for your customers to subscribe to. To do this, log into your Pin Payments dashboard and click on the recurring option located on the left-hand side of the screen. So as mentioned before, to start a plan, just click on the recurring option located on the left-hand side. And then once you've done that, the screen will list out all the recurring payment plans you will create within your account. As you can see here, I've actually created two plans called Silver and Bronze Retainer Plan. And to create a new plan, click on the New Plan button situated on the right-hand corner of the page. Now, once open, the screen will list out all the recurring payment plans I've previously created. And like I said before, I've created two. And now once you've clicked on the new plan option, this should take you to the add plan screen, which will allow you to set the details of your plan. Now, in this following plan example, I'll be acting as an accounting company called ABC Finance. looking to create a monthly retainer plan for my client. The first step here is to add in the name of the plan. Now, it's important to give your plan a meaningful, recognizable name. This name this name will show on your customer's email when they subscribe to the plan and whenever their subscription renews. In this example, I'll be entering in the name Gold Retainer Plan. The next step is to enter the recurring plan fee in which the customer will be charged along with the currency. Now, the currency you select here will also be used for any additional fees associated with this plan, such as the setup and trial fee, and more on this later. In my example, the Gold Retainer Plan fee is going to be set to $500. Once you've entered the amount, you can then choose the billing schedule by specifying a number and also an interval. You can choose from day, week, or month, or year. Now, this section allows you to specify common recurring billing cycles, like fortnightly for gym memberships, yearly plans for software subscriptions, or more customized schedules depending on your needs. As my plan is for a monthly retainer, I'll be selecting months. Now, also listed within the plan itself is the option to apply more advanced options. Now, I'll be going through this section towards the end of the video, so we can touch on this later on. So once you've set the parameters for your plan, so the name, the amount, the currency, the billing, and also the cycle, the next step, once you've created that, is just click on Create Plan. So now you can see that we've got the two plans that I previously created, along with the new one that I've created called Gold Retainer Plan. Now, once you've created your plan, the next step here is to subscribe your customer or customers to your plan. There are two ways you can subscribe a customer to a plan. The first option is via your dashboard, which allows you to sign up customers yourself. Now, this typically is useful when talking to a customer in person or over the phone. The second method is via the plan's public subscription page, which allows you to send a unique link to your customer. Now, you can send your customers, so your customers can then subscribe to the plan using this link, which we'll touch on, which we'll go through more in detail later on. When subscribing a customer to the plan via the dashboard, what you need to do is click on the customer section located on the left-hand side of your dashboard. In the example, I've already created my customer, Ben Anderson, within my account, and I've got a few others as well as, for example. If you don't already have your customers on file, you can set them up by clicking the New Customer button on the right-hand corner to securely store the billing information for future charges and also for subscriptions. So once you have your customer in your dashboard ready to be subscribed to your plan, click on the customer account to view their full details. So I'm going to click on Ben Anderson in my example. From here, click on the Add Subscription button located on the right-hand corner of the screen. You'll now see a list of plans already created within your PIN payment account. In my case, my bronze, silver, and gold retainer plans are available to be selected. Once you've selected the desired plan, click on Subscribe Customer button, and your customer's card will be charged for their first billing interval immediately. In the case of Ben Anderson, assigning him to the gold retainer plan, we'll see his card get charged the $500 plan amount straight away. Your customer will also receive a confirmation email of a recurring payment. And in the case of my customer here, Ben, he will receive the following email outlining the plan and his first payment. Now, as you can see on the page here, it outlines the name of the plan, the amount, the status of the transaction itself and also the date, details of the subscription, along with my details at the bottom as well. Now, the second option that I touched on as well is subscribing a customer to a plan using the public subscription page. Now, you can share the subscription link with your customers via email, SMS, or on your website where they can subscribe themselves. To view the link for a subscription sign-up page, make sure you're in the recurring screen of your dashboard and click on the relevant plan. As you can see with the Gold Retainer plan I've created earlier, you can see the link situated towards the bottom of the page. Now, every recurring payment plan you create will have its own subscription page. Once a customer fills in, so I'll click on this now, and you'll be able to see firsthand the actual page itself when a customer clicks on it. So I'll outline the name of the plan itself, the amount, and then from there, they can enter in their details. So once a customer fills in the billing details and clicks subscribe, their subscription will be created and the customer's card will be charged for their first billing renewal. So now that we've gone through the process of creating a basic plan and the possible ways of subscribing a customer, I'll go through the advanced options, which you can be applied when creating a plan. The process of assigning the plan is exactly the same as before. And as a reminder, to create a plan, just click on the new plan button on the recurring page. And that's situated on the top right-hand corner. So once you've entered in the basic amount, let's call this Platinum. And then I'll enter in the amount of the plan and all the cycle. So then we've gone through entering the basic elements. The next option here is to click on Show Advanced Options. Now, once you've clicked on this option, this will list out the ability to apply a setup fee for your plan, the option to collect a specific amount of money across a number of installment payments, the ability to set up a trial period along with a trial fee, should your business offer this option to your customers. And finally, customizing the customer's permission, should you wish to provide your users with the ability to cancel their plan when needed. And so just show you those options there. And I'll go through each individual one in more detail. So the first option is the setup fee. The setup fee option allows you to add a once-off fee when a customer subscribes. This setup fee is added to the regular plan fee on the customer's first bill. If you set a trial period, which we'll touch on soon, the setup fee is charged after the customer's trial has ended. And a perfect example of this is a gym charging a setup fee when a new customer signs up. Now, the next option is the expire after. The expire after options allows you to set up a fixed number of renewals for a plan, after which the subscription will expire. So this is great for fixed term subscription contracts or installment plans when a set number of payments need to be processed against a customer. As I'll be using the example of creating a monthly retainer for my customer, which their plan will be ongoing, I'll be leaving this section empty. The next option is the trial period. The trial period function gives you the option to offer your customers a trial period at the start of their subscription. When a customer subscribes to a plan with a trial period, they do not pay the regular subscription fee or setup fee, if one has been set, until the trial ends. Now, this is common with software subscription, providing customers with a free trial period when signing up to their service. For my example, if any of my customers wish to trial my service for 1 month, I can set the trial period to 1 and select month. Now, the next option is trial fee. Now, if you do set a trial fee, you can also apply a trial fee. Oh, sorry, if you do set a trial period, you can actually set a trial fee. Now, this fee is charged to a customer at the start of the trial. And when the trial ends, the customer is subscribed to the plan and billed based on the plan setup. And the last option here is the customer permission. Now, when your customers are charged for a subscription renewal payment, an email is sent notifying them of the charge to their card and a summary of their subscription. Now, by default, this email includes a link for the customer to manage and cancel their subscription. And look, there may be scenarios where it may make sense to disable this option and you control this on your side. And I'll show you an example here of what that email may look like. Now, if we use the example of the Gold Retainer plan that I created earlier on, if we had this particular option enabled for a customer to control this section, it will include the manage or cancel subscription button that you can see here in red. Now, once you've pre-filled and created your plan and set your advanced options, just click on the Create Plan button here. From here, you can follow the same process we touched on earlier on when subscribing a customer to your plan by going to the customer, searching for the plan and subscribing them to the plan. And there you have it, an overview of our recurring payment feature.
Awesome. Thanks, Dewey. We've got a few questions, but before we move on to those, I just wanted to also point out that everything you've seen in the demo today can be driven through our developer APIs as well. So this is relevant if you have a software application or website you want to integrate recurring payments into. And an example of that, one of our customers is petrescue.com.au, and they've used our APIs to deeply integrate this functionality into their software.
Now, I see that we've got some questions. So we've got quite a few from Anne here. So we might just go through what she's outlined one by one. So first one is, can I assign more than one person to a plan?
Yes, that's obviously a yes. And the idea is in most situations, you're going to set up a plan like Dewey has, where it's a plan that you'll assign multiple customers to because they pay the same amount of money each month or each week. We do have some merchants who set up unique plans for each customers because it might be an installment plan where it's unique to that customer. But typically, you'll find that you create a plan and attach multiple customers to it to create subscriptions.
The next one from Anne is, what happens when a recurring payment fails?
So firstly, whenever a recurring payment fails, you'll get a notification via email, which is super important. But also we have an automatic retry period, and that goes across 7 days, and we retry the card 3 times. So the idea is first to give you a prompt to know that a renewal has failed. You might want to reach out to your customer, but it will be retried over those 7 days. And we have a support topic on our website which articulates the exact renewal period.
We've got 2 more questions from Anne. So if I unsubscribe a customer from a plan, will it affect other customers subscribed to that same plan?
No, it won't. So it'll only take that one customer off the plan. The other customers that are still assigned to that plan, their subscription is completely unique, and they'll continue to be billed until they cancel their subscription.
And one final one from her, how do I cancel a customer's subscription?
Well, you would have seen in the demo, Dewey showed in the email where a customer can manage their subscription and unsubscribe, but also from within your dashboard, if you pull up a customer's subscription, there is an unsubscribe button in the top right of that screen that you can drive it from.
And we've got one from Lucinda. Is there an embedded code?
So I think what you're trying to ask there is, how do I embed that in my website? So the way you would do that is use that subscription page, the public subscription page that Dewey showed you, and you can simply use an href, like a link anchor tag in your website to link to that page, because that is a publicly accessible page.
What I might do is I might try and show that page if possible. just so I can maybe provide Lucinda with the exact example of what Chris just touched on there. So just give me one moment. If we were to go back to the plan that I previously created, the gold plan, I believe, Chris, this is what you're referring to, the subscription page link there.
Exactly. So you can just embed that link on your website, and you can have your own button which goes to this link. So it doesn't have to look like what you're seeing on the screen. This is just the destination of where your link will go to. And
when customers do click on that link, this was essentially what they would see. Of course, there'll be a few adjustments there based on your account setup, but that would essentially what it would look like.
Cool.
And then just going back to Anne as well too, if you do need to unsubscribe a customer off a plan, as mentioned by Chris, you just go to the customer's account and then click on the subscription in question. And then there'll be the unsubscribe button that's located on the top right of the page. Now, just going back to a couple of other questions as well too. So Michael would like to ask is, any plans to schedule a start date for a subscription?
It's definitely near the top of the list. We get this question quite a lot from our existing customers. So at the moment, if you want to start a subscription on a particular date, you effectively need to set a reminder, right, to do it yourself. So this is not a if we're going to do it, it's a when we're going to do it. So we'll keep you updated.
I've got one here from Kate. When the customer cancels, is there anything they fill out to say why, so we get some feedback?
No, not at the moment, but that's a really good idea, and I'll add that to the product backlog. Thank you.
Thanks for that, Kate. We've got one here from Angela. Are the credit card fees same as a once-off payment? And can we pass on the credit card fees to the customer? So in terms of the pricing, the fees, yes, they're exactly the same as any other transaction you process in your PIN payments account. With regard to surcharge, again, this is another commonly asked feature where when you're setting up the plan, you would check a box to say pass on processing fees. We don't have that feature available at the moment. Again, it's a when we do it, not an if. But what the support team here have been helping a lot of customers with is explaining how you can actually just set the price. So we have like an Excel spreadsheet we can hand out where you type in what you want to charge a customer, and then we tell you what you need to put in the plan to collect them the appropriate amount so they pay for the fees. So there is a workaround for it at the moment, but we do expect to build that into the feature in the future. Thanks, Angela. Nick, can we pass on credit card charges when doing a plan, i.e. have clients agree to our fee, and when they process, they are charged the credit card fee? So this saves having to work out the gross up fee if we're wanting to on-charge credit card fee.
I think Nick just went over exactly what I said there. It sounds like Nick's potentially using this now. And like he said, working out what the gross fee is when he's setting up the plan. So yes, we do have those plans as we plan to add that feature in the future.
Jeffrey wants to know, can we view this webcast at a later date?
Yes, we can. We'll be sharing those details via email.
I think we also got one more from Lucinda. Can we add images to that page? I believe the page is referring to is the subscription page link that can be embedded onto their site.
Got it. Not at the moment, but we'd love to follow up with you, Lucinda, and sort of learn more about what that, I guess, requirement is. But no, at the moment, what you see on this screen here is what is all you can sort of customize.
Fantastic.
That looks like all the questions at the moment. Yeah, like we said, you'll receive details on how to view this afterwards via email. And we'd just like to say thank you very much for joining the webcast. And we hope to do more of these in the future. And if you have follow-up questions, reach out to us, support@pinpayments.com. We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks so much, everyone, and we appreciate the feedback as well.